It's Week 18 of the National Football League, and we'll see the Rams' superstar linebacker. He's a centerpiece of this defense who is over the century mark in tackles. It's the Rams and the Steelers coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. The regular season ends here. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Long road to get here, but now we are here. The season finale. Playoffs begin next Saturday, so it's time for one last regular season kickoff.
In Week 18, it could just be so tricky, can't it, Mike? I mean, on one side, you got teams that have the playoffs wrapped up. So Week 18, it's a chance potentially to rest some starters or maybe get them out of the game early and get geared up for next week and the start of the playoffs. You got some teams that are fighting for their lives. They need to win Week 18 or else their season's going to end. And then on the complete opposite side, you got guys making plans for the offseason, figuring out where they're going on vacation. Week 18 is a tricky thing around the league. A lot of division games, a lot of interesting matchups. And we're just wrapping up stage one of what is an unbelievable NFL season.
All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all three phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams? They showed last week, and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Tackle there by Michael Hall. Hook him up on a second down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's McLaurin open on the left side. So he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. The motion man here is McLaurin. Third and short yardage, and here's Williams. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
So on fourth down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense. Still fourth down.
The Rams punting unit coming out, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his third year in the league.
What we saw last week, Mike, was just a quarterback that was taking what the defense gave him and just playing a really well-rounded game. I mean, he found the end zone a total of 3 times. Twice on the ground, once through the air. But most importantly, he avoided those back-breaking mistakes that could have come back to haunt them. If he continues to play at that level, it's going to be a hard team to beat on any given day.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. A run with Edwards-Helaire. Room to run at the 35. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 14-yard line. Big play after big play to start this drive. 34 for that one. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Steelers. That touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and through. And the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Rams offense and Caleb Williams set to take over once more. And he is in the midst of a sensational season, currently second in the NFL in passing yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Akers. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. Up from his safety spot, Jesse Bates makes the play. Second and 7. A play fake. Now Williams. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball, and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
Here's Braden Mann now, and he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. This one, fielded, out beyond the 25. Wow! And they'll finally put an end to this, but a great return to the other side of midfield. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. On the ground, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst, they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. He'll come up to 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. And this one is caught, but the momentum, that'll take him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Could not get himself turned upfield.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
The Steelers going to send out their field goal unit here. This, about as short as you can get. That one is good. And the Steelers will extend to a 10-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. He'll start at the 4. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Rams offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. And this is where we stand. Final weekend of the regular season is upon us. We'll know the brackets and the seedings for the postseason at the end of the night. First and 10. They'll run here with Akers. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Opening carry of the game for Tyjae Spears. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
He was thrown out at the 45-yard line. It's the pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. Akers. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
A corner who is not only a good tackler, Mike, but a willing tackler can be a huge asset to any defense. So often they get a bad rap. They're considered just pass defenders. They want to run around. But for a guy to be able to come up and force the run and keep this to no gain, man, that makes a big difference on any defense.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He's got his tight end. That's fire move. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, LA.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Gets a quick throw over to Samuel. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
Running is Akers. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Man in motion here is Hollins. Quick throw, taken in. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Williams. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This one from 49. Myers' kick is good. And the Rams are on the board. It's now 10-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. He's put together some kind of campaign. Currently second in the NFL in touchdown receptions amongst wideouts. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's caught right side. It's Franklin. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They send him right out of the slot. Back to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
We are through one. It's the Steelers with the early lead. We're back in Southern California in a moment. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Now they'll set up to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. Down to the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. 2nd touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Not going for 2, they'll kick the point after. He knocks it through. And the Steelers move out in front by the score of 17-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Here's Williams. They'll set up the screen here. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. One of the Steelers has it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He'll take it into the red zone. It's at the 19. Here's 2nd and 9. A run, Edwards-Helaire. And he's into the end zone. By Edwards-Helaire. Touchdown, Steelers. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. An extra point attempt to follow. He's got it. And the Steelers extend to a 24-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Rams offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. And there is still a lot to play for. Every game is critical. Teams fighting to claim one of the 7 playoff spots that are up for grabs. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. That pass taken in by McLaurin. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Williams. That one complete to Hollins. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. A quick slant on the money to McLaurin. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag back in the backfield. Is it a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? Here's Akers. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
On 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. A pass caught right side by Coleman. And he goes out of bounds at the 3, and from there it's going to be 1st and goal.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still 1st down.
Now it is 1st and goal. Here's Williams now to throw. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Curtis Samuel, touchdown Rams. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He's got it. And the Rams are able to edge a bit closer. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Holding offense.
They'll go with a counter on 1st down. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
On 2nd down, they'll run. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. They'll throw out of the gun. Got his receiver on the in cut. He's got it.
Holding offense.
From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. His throw left side is complete. This has been bizarre. From 2nd and a mile, a huge gain, but still short of a 1st down.
And those numbers tell a lot of the story of this 1st half, don't they, Mike? I mean, it's easy to see why he was a central piece in this game plan, and he makes another grab there to add to this growing stat line.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? He'll drop to throw. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. And he's going to get there. He got the 1st down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Now a handoff, running right. Inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way home. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Point after, coming up here. The kick is good. And the Steelers add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Rams offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry, and they'll start it here on first down. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He finds Hollins on the ground. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
Nice job by the defense there, stopping them short on third down. Brings up fourth, but Mike, honestly, I don't think there's much decision to be made. He's got to keep his offense out there. They need to come away with points. Find themselves down multiple scores in this one. They're going to have to maximize these possessions.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. Looking to Samuel on the out route. And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on fourth down.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on fourth down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
First and 10 now from the 36. Throwing again, Williams. They'll try to set up the screen here. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
A good spot here, second and a yard. To throw it again. It's, oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. but now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier, because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now Williams. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Williams. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's one of those plays where you come off the field, Mike, and you're getting a lot of high fives. Hey, good job. But then that secondary's coach pulls you over to the side and says, hey, nice play. But next time, let's come away with the pick.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now third and 10. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. He gets it to Samuel, left side. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Now a flag comes in. It was thrown by the umpire. The pickup is 4, but usually that's a holding penalty. Here's Williams. They'll try to set up the screen here with Allen. They were not fooled on defense. Saw the screen from the start. It'll be a loss of yardage on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Williams to the air once more. Samuel has it working the middle. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
Let's add that to the list of great throws we've seen out of this quarterback here in the first half. We thought he might be in line to have a good game, especially against this style of defense. But let's be honest, Mike, he's been more than just good. He's been sensational.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Third down, 3 to go. We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. Needing the tough yards, they'll go with their fullback. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down. The Steelers' offense and their running back set to go once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's taken in by Franklin. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. He'll look to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on 1st down, they end up going backwards on 2nd. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt. Now, fair catch, and he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The home team's offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Pat Fryermuth, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. Samuel brings this in along the sideline. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Here's Williams now to throw. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
Here's the punter now, as he is on to punt for the Rams. That's fielded at about the 18. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
With the score, Steelers 31. Rams.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started up at Cleveland Brown Stadium in Cleveland, where you see the final score there. Javonte Williams, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. We'll stay in the AFC South as we head one state over to check on the Indianapolis Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. The Colts seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's head to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati to see what's happening with the Bengals. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. George Pickens, a touchdown catch in the victory. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Steelers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the first half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see them, they just pop out at you. I mean, he has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
Second and a yard. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. Not much develops there. Get this to about the 43. They'll come up on a second down and 8. A run with Edwards-Helaire. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay.
Still 3rd down.
So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Back to throw. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I'm not sure if it's this big lead or if it's just this second half pressure getting to him, but that's just a careless throw by the quarterback. And don't let this lead fool you. Throws like that can change this game in an instant. This defense knows they gave him one, and they let him off the hook.
So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The home team's offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Wow, indecision right away. Delay of game to start this drive. On the ground, they'll go with Vidal. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Second down and 3. They'll run with Gilliam. And this is going to be a Rams first down as he gets this one up past the 30.
A nice gain out of that position, Mike, that we don't typically see get a lot of carries anymore. I'm a big fan of any offense that still recognizes the usefulness of that fullback position. Work him in every now and then as a ball carrier, and you can see it pay off.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. That's McClure. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. But this is taken in by a teammate.
I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
On second down, it's Williams. He's going to keep it himself.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that first down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the marker.
So, a pair of first downs moves them out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is Williams. That's caught right side. It's Freiermuth.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
It is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams, and that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Punt team headed out for the Rams, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, Edwards-Helaire. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Up the middle they go. And that's well read by the defense. Knocked backwards. He's back in his own 9-yard line.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Take a look at his receiving numbers so far. He has been terrific. Over 100 yards in this one. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Slot man in motion right. Oh, he just does beat the play clock as he'll set up to throw. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. First and 10. Back to the ground after the penalty. He'll manage only a couple. He's tackled there by Quiddy Pay. Second down and 8. Tremble comes in motion. Now a give up the middle. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal. Here's a run. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Another shot at it from the 9. 2nd down and goal. Now a give on the ground. And he's not going to outrun the defense and push him back out of bounds. A loss of a couple.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think here we are in the 2nd half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
The Steelers going to send out their field goal unit here. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers will extend their third quarter lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The home team's offense ready to get back to work. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. A run, this is Gilliam. You try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. And they're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. And that one incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
3rd and long. Now Williams. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
On 4th down, out comes the punter. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A run, Edwards-Helaire. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Looks like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down.
Ball start. Offense.
Following the penalty, they'll run it. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
A gain of 6 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. They'll try to run. And he's going to have the Steelers' first down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now a handoff, running right. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Here's 3rd and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
And you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far that has proven to not be the case.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
A run now on 2nd down. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it, and no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Slot receiver headed right. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Here's 3rd and 2. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. And it sets up 4th down.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
The Steelers going to send out their field goal unit here. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. Three for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Steelers will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll drop this one down to the fullback. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Seems like the fullback is kind of the last of a dying breed, but we see them used occasionally in the run game. But man, when you have a guy that you can target in the passing game, it just adds one more layer for a defense to have to worry about.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Here's Williams. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
To throw it again, it's Williams. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Throwing again, Williams. He'll check this down to the running back. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a 1st down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up.
So the receiver does everything right except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, creates great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Williams to the air once more. Has his man. It's Samuel. And he will have a 1st down, but I don't think that's going to stand. They're already heading backwards. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. They will get away from that one, and they're going to have tremendous field position. This ball hits and goes out of bounds. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going backwards here. They're going to take him down, back at the 5.
How How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back, but not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. Going right sideline and complete.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to get this one on the ground. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Steeler first down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. He'll try the right side this time. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Third and 6. Slot man in motion left. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. There's that man again, another catch. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they'll go with their fullback. And he's going to have the Steelers 1st down. Good work there on 4th and 1. They get 7 to move the chains. A run with the fullback in goal. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
When you give the ball to the fullback, it just hits a lot faster, so it puts a lot of pressure on the defense to trust their reads and react. It's exactly what we saw here. They're able to take him down in the backfield for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Right back to the fullback. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap, because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Down to a knee, and that will do it. They wrap up the regular season with a victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.